Hello everyone and welcome to the void between reality and the land of heckin' nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Transmetal to Megatron. And yeah, this is Megatron as he appeared in the later half of the Beast Wars cartoon after they mutated from the alien presence on Earth and became the Transmetal 2 asymmetrical whatevers. It's been a while since I've watched Beast Wars, so yeah. There's not really much of an intro other than to say, or intro to this figure other than to say, admittedly, Hasbro kind of hit it out of the park on this one. I love this figure. It is something that we've been wanting for a very long time. An updated Dragon Megatron. A lot of third-party companies have made updated Transmetal 2 Megatrons, but this is the first official release since, the original toy. So it's great to get an update of this character, and boy, what an update it is. There's very little not to like about this figure. From the articulation to the sculpting, the painting, I have very, very few nitpicky complaints. Otherwise, great figure. So, first of all, we'll do the customary look at the noggin. Come on, focus. There you go. Yeah, that's Transmetal 2 Megatron's noggin. Really not much else to say. Sorry I can't get it to really focus, but I can't get my hand completely behind the head because of the ponytail on the back, which will become the dragon's tail. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot to like. I think specifically, and I don't know how well this will come off on camera, there is a lot of really good scale detailing. So when you feel it, it feels like there are scales on it. There's a lot of molding that makes this feel, what you would think a dragon would feel like. Not to mention the aforementioned posability. This guy has quite a bit of it. Posability that rivals, honestly, some higher grade figures, in my opinion. So the head is on a swivel. Actually, you cannot see the head. I just realized that. We'll move this up a little bit. The head is on a swivel. The dragon tail does get caught on the wings. So there's really no way to get it a full 360. Shoulders are on a ratcheted swivel and hinge. The dragon arm is almost completely made out of ball joints. So there's a ball joint here at each of these gold sections. Here, 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 and then one here. And it allows you to get the arm into a lot of natural curly poses, as well as when he's in dragon mode, gives it a lot of character. There's a lot you can do with it. The other arm, bicep rotation, elbow bend, and no wrist articulation. The wrist does go back, but that's for transformation. Coming down here, he can do a full 360 or whole split. He can do the splits. A ratcheted waist swivel. Let me tell you, a lot of this figure is on ratchets. And one of my few nitpicky complaints is these dragon arms do like to slide out of place. But there's a lot of ratchets. You can feel a soft one at the knee. The legs are, I don't know, I thought that was it. The ankles are ratcheted. There's a lot of really sturdy joints and ratchets on this figure. If you couldn't tell, the dragon/ponytail is also on that same sort of ball joint system as the other arm, or as the arm is, which is great. Back to the legs. Legs, like I said, legs can do a split. They can do a kick all the way forward. They can kick back, but they get kind of caught on some of the kibble. A very, very deep knee bend, which is more for transformation, but still, for those who like taking dynamic photos and posing figures, definitely something that is appreciated. And then you can kind of kick out the ankles or the shins a bit. That's, again, for transformation. But, again, just gives you a really, really deep posability factor that not a lot of figures this in Transformers or some higher grade figures don't have posability like this. And then the ankles are on a ratchet, no toe articulation or anything like that, but you do get a pivot, even though the pivot is on mushroom pegs. Hasbro, please, for the love of God and my sanity, for the love of Primus, stop using mushroom pegs. Although I will admit these have not come undone. Still, my gripe is mushroom pegs have a wild tendency to come undone. I think, actually, no. When I got this guy out of the box, the mushroom peg came undone. But other than that, oh well. It's the robot mode is honestly kind of perfect. Actually, not even. The robot mode is absolutely perfect. Like, just the level of posability, the painting, the sculpting, just, it's chef's kiss. It's just, it's great. This is a bang-up robot mode. And honestly, you might think that the dragon mode would be compromised because of how good the robot mode is, but no, I think the dragon mode is just as good. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, first things first. You're going to open the chest, and you're going to unpeg the head section. You're going to fold that all the way back and out. Then you'll see a little track. You're going to pull the head all the way back on the track. Is that all the way? Yeah, that's all the way. Like that, and just let that hang off for now. Coming to the front of the figure, we're going to unpeg the dragon arms from the chest and pull them out. We're going to take these red panels here on either side and fold them out for now. We're going to take the left arm, we're going to bring it up. There is a peg there and a hole here on the shoulder. You're going to peg that in as such and then fold the fist down. You're then going to take this assembly, and sometimes the shoulder will come undone, and there's a peg here on the forearm, and then there's a slot there. Oh, and fold out this gold piece, by the way. And you're just going to slot that in. Ooh, that gold piece does like to go flying, by the way. And you're going to peg that. Come on. Peg that. Do I need to turn it yet? Why is that not going? Okay, there we go. Peg that into place. Then you can fold this down. You're going to take this whole assembly and swing it over like that. And then just line up that fist, and then we can put this little gold piece on as it drops again. And that gold piece is just going to cover the fist. Like such. And then we can fold these two pieces up. So these little red pieces up. And then fold the chest in. And it'll snap into place on either side. And you can just pose the dragon arms how you will. Then we're going to come down to the legs. We're going to split the legs open and fold them up. And there's a little hinge here. And you're just going to fold that up so it is completely splayed out. just to give yourself some clearance. Then you're going to take this assembly here. You're going to fold it up like that and then down like that. Okay. Yep. And then just need to check the clearance. You're going to fold that back down again. There's a peg here, which will go into a slot here. And then there's a peg on that piece that will go into this hole here. So just get that lined up. And sometimes it is a little easier said than done because of the way everything pegs in. You need to make sure that this is precise. There we go. There's that side. And then there's that side. And then we take this piece and hinge it up. And there are two little slot or pegs there and a slot there. That will peg into place. Then you're going to take the knee and bend it all the way back like that. Then you're going to take this piece and fold that all the way forward. And we'll do the same on the other side. Fold the knee forward. Fold that inner thigh piece or that shin piece in. And there you go. Oh, and of course, come back to the wings and splay them out as such. And there you go. You have your Transmetal 2 Megatron in his dragon mode. And yeah, this is a great dragon mode. There's, even in beast mode, there is a decent amount of posability. And because of all the ball joints on the neck, here, let me raise this up a little bit just so you can see that better. Like, look at all of that posability. He can do, like, the Godzilla breathing in the air. He can do, like, a full downward tilt. Just a lot of great posability to get the head into. Not quite what you would expect from something like an SH Monster Arts figure tail, but honestly still pretty good. And the tail does kind of rock back and forth, and you can get some decent posing out of the tail. But the rest of the figure, there's just a lot of ways you can get him to stand and to display. And of course, he does come with an accessory that I, of course, forgot to mention. He comes with this clear plastic effect part that you can open his mouth, and there's a peg on the end of that, and there's a hole in his mouth. Don't know how well you can see that. You can plug that in, and he do be breathing fire. And speaking of SH Monster Arts, this is something that most SH Monster Arts figures don't come with these days. Obviously, I don't have an SH Monster Art, but I watch reviews, hence why I mention Jobby the Han so much. But a lot of dragons and monster figures that breathe fire or atomic breaths or anything like that don't come with these nowadays. But Transmetal 2 Megatron does have his fire, and he can actually hold this as a club, which I'll demonstrate back in robot mode. Forgot to show that earlier, but I will show it to you after we transform him back, and then I'll give my final thoughts. I think you can already tell what my final thoughts will be. First thing is we're going to close the wings up like that. Next, we're going to come down to the chest, unpeg the chest, then unpeg the legs. We'll move that out of the way, and then just come and hinge everything together. Oh, right. There are pegs here and here, which will go into slots here and here. And you want to make sure you get, see this little armature here? Like right in there. You want to make sure that this hinges all the way up so that it fills this little crevice here. Like so. And then that'll snap together, and then you can just straighten out the legs. And there you have the lower half pretty much done. I will raise the camera just just a little bit so we can show off the torso or the torso transformation. I'm gonna go ahead and open the chest. I said open the chest. There we go. Then we'll fold these two red pieces out. We will take the arms, or the dragon arms, and fold them in like that, and they will peg into place on this little peg there. Then we're going to take the arms and collapse them inwards, and then there's a little peg on the middle claw here that will slot into these little pieces here. Like so. Next, we're going to take this assembly and tilt it, pull out, and sometimes the dragon arms can get in the way. Pull out that like so, and just fold that all the way out. Fold in that gold piece there. Fold up the two red pieces. Then we'll just turn that around so you can bring the arms down and straighten them out. Then we're going to take this whole assembly. First thing, we're going to push that all the way forward. Fold that up against the back like that. And then there's a tab here and a slot there where that's going to peg in. And then we can fold the chest and close. Now, one thing, and I don't know if this is my figure alone or I'm doing something wrong or whatever. This is supposed to peg on the back. But on my figure, when I peg it on the back, that comes undone and you can't really get the chest to close right. So I just leave that unpegged. Oh, come on. Why aren't you pegging in? There you go. And there you go. There you have Transmetal 2 Megatron in his robot mode, and we can give him the club made out of fire. I want a club made out of fire. I want to smash with fire. That sounds like fun. But anyway, we have him back in his robot mode, and highest recommendations for this figure. I have seen him on the shelf at Target, and as of this video, he is on sale for, I think, $10 off. So absolutely go buy this figure. This is, honestly, I've only had problems with really one figure I've gotten out of Legacy, and that was the Transmetal 2 Cheetor, the little core class one. I just didn't like the figure. Other than that, every figure I've gotten out of Legacy has just been one joy after another. And this is the best of Legacy. And I know we're bidding Legacy farewell for Age of the Primes, and let me tell you, there are a lot of figures in Age of the Primes that I will be picking up because, good lord, do some of those figures look good. Like, Sweet Primus, man. But Legacy as a whole, in my opinion, just honestly one of the better arcs in Transformers history. And Transmetal 2 Megatron is a product of that, and I could not recommend this figure high enough. Honestly, if I had... Actually, no, I do believe I got him on this year. So he is a candidate for my end of the year list. Absolutely a candidate for my end of the year list. Yeah, there's really nothing else left to say than go buy it. Get it. This is a figure you need for your collection, especially if you're a Beast Wars lover, such as myself. So yeah, there you go. There is the Transformers Legacy Evolution Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Megatron. I am asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links down below for where you can find me and support me. Just so you guys know, I am probably moving off Twitter. Actually, not even probably, I am moving away from Twitter. So I will be changing my Twitter link eventually for Blue Sky, because I like Blue Sky a whole heck of a lot more. And I feel a lot safer on Blue Sky than I do on Twitter. So that will be changing soon. And yeah, until next time, remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.